Welcome to the Chris Ogechi Podcast, the show where we dive deep into business, marketing, and life. Here we have real conversations with industry leaders, creators, and doers who are shaping the future. Whether you're building a brand, growing a business, or simply figuring out life, you'll find insights, stories, and strategies to help you win. Let's get into today's episode.
My name is Chris Ogechi, and for the most part, you are in the most anticipated time of the month because you want to know exactly how 140 million naira apartment was flipped in less than 20 days. The money came out. We have our host in the building. She's been prepping to share how much of the intelligence she has. She's ready. She's pumped. She's prepared.
Good evening, house.
Good evening. Good evening.
My name is Sholakunmi Raphael, the lead consultant for Berry Realty.
All right, thank you, Mom. Thank you,
Very
Mom,
well.
for giving us the energy, the vibe. It's such a joy to have you on this live stream. Without further ado, we'll just go to the first question. Selling a 140 million apartment in 20 days is a phenomenal result. Like, it's something that definitely is something that people like, oh, how did you do it? Because real estate is something that people say has a longer sales cycle, longer sales funnel. People come in today and they'll probably delay and buy in the next 2 months or next 3 months. But you also quickly fast-paced. What was the fundamental belief you had to adopt to stop chasing clients and start attracting them?
All right, Mr. Chris, good evening once more. You're a great coach, I must commend.
Thank
So
you.
for me, sales is for you to be able to make a sale, you should already have anything that happens physically already happened in your mind. So that's number one
Sure.
for me. So if you already have in your mind that I cannot, no matter the efforts, you won't be able to. Now, secondly, the what changed my mindset, like for me, I never even ever believed I can make any sale online because we know what the internet is like. So, and this business is not a business of 10 naira, 20 naira, 500,000. We are talking of millions when real estate is concerned. And whoever trusts you with their money should be convinced that, okay, I can trust this person with my money. Now, firstly, the thing is, I've been on the ground from since July 2022. Yes, July 2022. I have never
Okay.
ever made any sale, and it's not as if I've not
Hmm.
been running. I've never made any sale online. I've had clients that I've nurtured a client for like a year before she was able to
What?
buy 100 and something million property from me. One was 85, and these are referrals. They started gradual with me. So I had to nurturing a client for 1 year is a whole lot. So that's why I'm not taking this particular sale for granted. Do you understand? Now, firstly is I for once, and I said anything that has to do with social media marketing counts me out. I've wasted my money. When I say wasted money, I know what I'm talking about. So I said, okay, don't worry. When people are saying they got clients online, I'm on the Nigeria Property Center. We call it NPC subscription. In fact, I subscribe for like 3-4 months ahead. So that's to tell you that
Hmm.
it's not as if I'm leveraging on social media alone. Anything that has to do with that can make you visible out there. But sometimes but I don't know the magic behind the Kappa click. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I just want to believe there is a special grace attached to this. But jokes apart, the thing is, I already said, and not anything that has to do with social media counts me out. But like now, okay, for Kappa Click, since last year, I've been following you people. I would, and the process is so long. So, but the last one, I said, okay, I think the process is so long to even, it's not like the other agencies that you just send them a DM and once they're able to communicate with you, you get talking. But for Kappa Click, it's not even so. So for you to even reach to whoever you want to speak with, you need to fill a form, choose a date. The processes involved. I've done those processes like 2-3 times, and the last one, I think the day I was supposed to, I didn't even remember because the process was too much for me. But there's something when you're looking for something. I was convinced that for these people to go through this process, that means they are trying to like make a short list. If that's and that is what really happened with this my clients.
All
When
right.
you want something, you don't really mind whatever it will take you. you want to go down that process. So
All
while I
right.
was even talking with Kappa Click, they gave me a time. I had to fill form, I had to schedule, it was a long process. I didn't even know I could have that patience. So I said, upon this agency thing, I don't even understand. And at the end of that, I'll be paying my money. But I was convinced, something in me said, okay, just one more try. After this, nothing with social media for me.
Yeah, ma.
So
All right,
yes.
ma.
Yeah.
So the it's such I get to hear the story from you. It's actually quite heartfelt because we saw that you said social media was not working for you. You said,
No, it
okay, even
wasn't.
if I have done everything, one more last try, one more last try. And yeah, if you don't know, Kappa Click is actually the agency that I lead for the most part. What she said is really true. I will be honest with you. We don't take so much clients because there's a lot of work to do things. But for every person we on board, it's just excellent work and all these things put together. But that's not why you're here. I just want to just coming to learn a lot. But for the most part, the fact that she had to get her mind prepared to say, okay, I've done so many things, but for some reason it's not working out. But I found these guys. It seems they know what they're doing. Let me give them a try. This is just to tell you that there's still, if you've tried methods on the internet is not working for you. It actually still works. So, but the core thing I got from here is the fact that she had to prep her mind for results. I can stretch one more time for what I want. And I think that's something many people give up so easily. They don't. There's every chance that the next step you're going to take will be the breakthrough step for you. So I think that's the core of the answer all the way. That even yeah, I know you've tried many times, but one more last step could actually change the entire thing for you.
Yes.
There's every chance that that thing still works. Just the fact that it just needs to be
It's
just
not touching
tweaking
the right
a little
place.
bit of things, yeah. But I wouldn't say you should give up. I know there are realtors right now that are very frustrated. They've done everything. They've they've paid everybody payable, and they're like, I think I have to change business. And it's quite painful, but with our story, there's still a way out there. Something is still possible.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ma, for having to answer that in the most amazing way. So let's go to the second question because for the most part, you want to know how this thing actually happened. So definitely, the second one is very much around the it's very much around your marketing strategy because people want to know what a marketing strategy. Yes, we did the marketing for you. Yeah, we had to come on board and we had a process, and that's fine. But
Okay.
if you don't mind, what was that thing that said, okay, I want to shift marketing completely to these guys, and see what was that thing that actually made you more like trust the Kappatic team, and how's your experience been, if that's a word. But most importantly, what made you trust them? Because definitely they are nobody else wants to throw money away for the most
Of
part.
course.
All right. Take it away, man. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. For me, it was firstly I would say from your when you meet a professional in the field, you can actually tell there's just a word. Like if your mind is prepared, there is one word that word when it comes to okay, this is what I'm looking for. So immediately I got on board, I kept asking you questions. How sure? And you gave me when you begin to give me analysis of all the methods and if this doesn't go, this goes. This if doesn't, you must definitely get results. And I was and at a point that I had to ask you. I said, okay, so can I get a ratio to this? And you told me 80%. Wow. I said, okay, I think I'm done. I think this is it for me. So if whoever gives you 80% means I'm so sure. So that
Yeah.
is it for me. Yes.
Thank you, man. And that's really true. I think we've been doing this for the past 7 to 8 years. So
Yeah.
we've been able to we've done all the experiments. So we now know
Mhm.
exactly how these things work. So definitely if this fascinates you, there'll be a link to actually see if you can get on our wait list. Actually, right now our hands are really full. I must be honest with you. And we don't take so many clients. So but the thing is that definitely you will get a few people actually have to leave at some point. It's not there's nothing you can do about that. So definitely,
Mm.
if this interests you, probably by the end of this webinar, you get a link to do this. But it's not about us; it's about you coming to learn how it works. But if if it interests you, there'll be a link for you to actually reach out, and my team will take you up from there. But now, we still have something that we still want to hear from you, man. Because now, um, So this is it. So people come in
Okay.
and you get people reaching out to you. I'll get back to you, or they send you a
Okay.
DM, or they reach out to you and like, hello, I. So my own is I want you to walk us through the process, like from the first um inquiry, paint the
Okay.
picture. How exactly did you filter out the serious person? Because let's say we did marketing for you, so don't worry about that. Probably you don't know how we did the entire thing on the back end, no problem.
Okay.
But what I want to hear
Okay.
is like your sales process. How were you able to um, move the conversation from an inquiry to a
So
prospect and a
this. Okay.
prospect to a sale? And just run us through
Okay.
that conversation, run us through that journey. What exactly did you
Okay.
tell the person and how did you make them act quickly?
All right, now, so it still boils back to when I initially started this conversation. I said, in your mind, if you're not prepared, if it's let me give you that in just the simplest illustration. It's like you being in an examination hall and you even have the expo written on the paper given to you, but because your mind is not even prepared, you might not be able to write out those words in the expo paper to even transfer to your sheets. So do you
Yeah,
understand? So now, okay, so
very correct.
now Papa Click, you already did your own work. So the assignment was left to me. Sometimes for me now, okay, when the man walked in, when he messaged me, I take it up from there. When no matter what, you must calm down and say, you need to ask their name. Hello, good evening. How do I will you like me to address you as ma or sir? May I know your name, sir? My name is. Introduce yourself. You need to know who you're speaking with. Sometimes people
True.
they get angry. You don't even know you've been talking with me. You don't know my name. It's little things. Yes, little things trigger people off. It puts them off. Because I think I've seen that scenario before. It has not happened to me, but I think because I've seen it before, so I know. So no matter what, I'm able to get them to that. When they are comfortable, then you're able to. Don't get too familiar. I didn't get too familiar. I made it very um it was welcoming, and at the same time I went straight to the point. Okay, I saw you showed interest in so property. Okay, and he said yes. Okay, which is fine, and we picked it up from there. We started talking. Now that client did something that, if I did not have a proper knowledge of that property, I still wouldn't have been able to close this sale. Do you know why?
Mm,
While I was talking to the man, we got talking. He asked of our office. I told him, these are the things, some things you don't expect they will ask. They will ask, and because you're not prepared, those things might slip off your hands. Now you people have done your own as an agency. The one that is concerning me now, I cannot leave it undone. Hoping that, okay, because you
mm,
people have done the marketing, the client should be able to just pay without, it doesn't work that way. Now, okay, so we got talking and I got him very comfortable, and he started asking me. Initially, we scheduled an inspection, having in mind that I will be at the inspection, but I gave him proper, aside from me sharing the Google pin with him, I gave him proper description of where that property is. I told him how
mm.
to drive down there. So, because okay, if I had already said in my mind, no, he cannot go there. Whenever he's going for inspection, he will call me. You never can tell, because these people, when you're putting your money somewhere, he wants to know where you're putting your money.
True.
So I gave him a very detailed description of where that property is situated. And did you know that this man went behind me?
Mm.
He went behind me to make verifications. Because
Wow.
I have never experienced such. He went behind me. So even while I was even waiting for him to say, "Oh, hello, Mr. David, how are you today?" and all of that, okay. Well, when are we scheduling for inspection? Okay, when will you be available for inspection and all of? The man started telling me that I went there today. I was like, whoa. Immediately he said I went there today. After I wasn't feeling too comfortable. I said, did this man meet anybody on site? Did he, it wasn't as if I wasn't feeling, but it was the same thing I said to him. He met at the site. Now, which means if I had left my own part undone, I still wouldn't have be able to close that sale. So it's one thing for the agency to do their part. You as a business person, know your very good deep knowledge of whatever services you're offering or rendering. And that was it. So he asked how, and one thing, another thing is, like I said, while I was talking with Kappa Click to start, before I was on board, The process was just too long for me. But then these are the things, these are the signs I said, for these people to be able to, to screen people to, to this level, that means there's something about them. So that's how you get to know clients that are serious too. They don't mind the process too, you know. So, and that was it. We took it up from there gradually. Okay, payments and plan and all of that. And he within 20, he paid. In fact, when he asked for account details, I said, I didn't see it coming. It, this man made the payment, and I was shocked. And the thing is, it's not even about the amount involved. It was how it was able to happen in a very short period of time. Like I said, I've nurtured a client for a year. So somebody coming to me within 20 days and is a wrap. So you know what that means. So that is it for me. So
That is it.
as whatever service or product you're rendering, it should be available at all time. Get proper knowledge so that it doesn't look as if we have helped you to call clients into this thing. You cannot nurture them. You cannot talk about what you're doing. So
All
that
right.
is it for me. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. I like the fact that before I start, please, if you have questions, people in the comment section, please, she'll be here to actually respond to your questions, the most honest possible version there is. Please, will need you to, we've actually asked our questions already, but we want to get questions from you guys, that are streaming and watching. So you get to tell us, if you have any particular question in mind, because definitely what we asked were definitely what we curated for this, but it could be something burning right in your heart that's been bothering you, whatever it is, we don't know. But please put in the comment section so she gets to answer it live on the call. Like you're getting to hear her answer it straight. So from what she said so far, I think one of the important things about what she said is the fact that she had what they call product knowledge. She knows exactly what she's selling. There was no dilly-dallying or trying to think through what she was selling. She knows exactly what the specifications are, where it's located, what the Google map pin is, and all those things put together. And that's actually one thing in the sense that she knows, like the back of her palm, where exactly what she's selling is. And I think for any realtor, I'm not even trying to, I'm just trying to add to what she said. I think the first thing one way to build trust is actually the fact that you know what exactly you're selling to a point where nobody can deceive you. Like this is what it is. You can say this is it. This is what it is. This is what you get. And the good part is the fact that the person had to go and fact check without even telling her. And definitely, people are people. They have to go and check their things. This is real estate, right? People want to check
Of
a lot.
course. Of course.
Lagos has been very fun in the past few years.
Recently.
Nobody wants to be a victim of whatever it is. So the
Yes.
fact that the clients had to go check in person and found that what she said was the same as what she said was the same thing as exactly what he saw. I think that's actually a thing. I know some realtors try to hype things and make it sugarcoat these things, which is fine. It's part of what you do in sales, but please don't lie. Don't lie. Let it be that what you're saying is also the same thing they will see on ground.
Of course.
Because it's also actually improves repeat buy. So when someone comes and they see that you sold the right thing to them, they can actually buy. You now become like a trusted person, and they connect you to their network and associates and everything. All right. So one last thing. While we expect the questions, so please drop your questions in the comment section. We're waiting for you to do that. But one more thing we want to ask you is it's about the fact that there's this thing for diaspora sales. Yeah. I think you had a clue that the person that bought definitely had a bit of diaspora thing. I want to walk into their mind. How do they think? How do they see real estate? In the sense, so it makes a lot of sense to understand who you want to sell to, because for the most part, people are optimizing for those that are outside the country. So you want to target Nigerians abroad, Africans abroad. You want to get the dollar because if you do the conversion, it seems a lot more on the huger side when you convert dollar to naira or pounds to naira, whatever the currency is, when it's from a much more higher placed currency. So, but if I may ask, what is the frame of mind someone should have when trying to get a diaspora client? I think you have experience in this, and definitely you know the person that did this had a trail of such. So if I may ask you 1 or 2 words, just tell us what's the frame of mind that one should have to get a diaspora sale.
Okay, the first thing is trust. When you tell
Okay.
them a, because most the mindset, when if it's draining, okay, now let me tell you, do you know why trust is the first word? If let me use this for an instance. If they demolish a building here, when diasporan clients want to tell you about this, I heard they've demolished the whole of Aja. Did you? So now you need to let them know that no, this is it in particular. So you need to build trust, and that's why it still boils back to when I said, let whatever you're telling them, don't over promise them, because you see
Mm.
those words you're telling them at that time, that because you want to close a sale, they are putting it to head, they are putting it to mind that you said, and you'll be surprised when they quote you back. You That means, and you begin to change your mouth, there's problem. So just say the way it is. Whoever that wants to invest, you already know. Like, okay, like for this client, and now for the second thing is, I've not seen this man.
Mm.
I've not seen him, and the only thing I have of him is just his passport photograph, and I've not seen him. So that's the level of trust. So number one thing is trust. Number two is your the way you're able to present your talk about what you're doing. So sometimes they just want to see the confidence, the level of confidence in you. They want to know. And lastly, the thing is, what works for A might not work for B, because I have another client who told me, okay, because of bad and terrible experience, he told me to my face, he said, okay, I really want to invest into this property, but I'm sorry, I'll be coming home in end of November or December. So I hope this, and I told him that if this property is available, it's fine. But if we are sold out, then don't worry, I'll get you similar offers. Okay, because he said he kept hammering. He said he doesn't even trust his wife. That's a very deep word to say. He does. He said, I said, okay, okay. I said, okay, you can even send somebody to come do, okay, let's do a virtual inspection. Okay, you can send somebody, you can send your brother, you can send a friend. There's somebody you should be able to trust. He said he doesn't trust even, so I know he had a terrible experience. And so when you find yourself with such clients now, you don't need to push or begin to press them to go beyond. Don't push them, allow them, because we see this business is a business of empathy. So
Mm.
sometimes you need to put yourself in their shoes and feel their pain, that okay, I'm really sorry about the terrible experience you had in the past. Which is
Mm.
understandable, it's fine. Whenever you're available, just reach out to me. I'll keep in touch. So just give them this as reassuring word that even while it still happened that way, there are still reasons for whatever happened. There are reasons for it. Okay, which I'm really sorry about. Okay, but you need if you don't have empathy, so this one just want to sell and go. This
Oh
one you are not
yes,
interested.
yes,
So
yes.
that whatever. So some I've been talking to a client, and the child was crying. I had to tell her, okay, hello, sir. I bought, they are couples. She said, okay,
Mm-hmm.
hello, sir. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. It's okay. Is it okay you take care of the child? And when she's fine, we'll continue with our conversation. So you
Mm,
just need
okay.
to put yourself, yes,
In the
empathy.
client's shoes.
Yes, put yourself in their shoes. Don't let it be, no, the child is, and always allow them talk. Let them say
Okay.
whatever they want to say. Even if it's not okay by you, be polite about it. Or allow them express themselves. Sometimes they might not even buy from you immediately, but because of the
The
professionalism in this thing,
experience, yeah.
yes, you handled it. So they might later come back and they begin to take a look at whatever you. I have another client who is supposed to buy from this sale per property. He didn't buy because his wife said his wife. I said, okay, no problem. But whatever I post on my WhatsApp status, back to back, the very first 5 people is both of them. They are coming, they are watching,
Wow.
they want to
They're,
see,
they're
which means
watching.
they are watching. So
Mm.
they are watching. So you need to keep he who must come with, I don't know how to, they say must come with equity. I don't know how to talk about that proverb, but I know. So whatever you're doing, empathy, trust, and know whatever you're selling. So
Selling.
that's it for me. Yes.
All right. Thank you,
And
ma. So
be professional about it. That's all. Yes.
that's all. All right. Thank
Yeah.
you, Madam Sholakunmi. This
Yes, sir.
was like you just poured your heart here, like you want to tell me exactly how this thing is done. But I have a question from
Okay.
put on the screen. So from how do I pronounce this? Elistakere Properties. So I
Okay.
sorry if I missed this is not correct. I'm so sorry, but I'm finding that
Okay.
I can't get the right one together. But your question is gonna be right now. I said,
Okay.
well done, Ma. So what's if you have all this information already? That means I think
Okay.
it's going back to the fact where you know enough about your property, about what you want to sell,
Okay.
like you know you have product knowledge about what you want to sell. Yeah. And I said, then you run ads and clients reach out to you. That means the ads got people that are asking the right questions. But after you reply them, they ghost you. How do you undo with situations like this, like that? So this is
Okay.
where go ahead. That's the question.
Okay. 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 That's fine. Okay. Now the thing is, if I'm to open the number of messages I attended to, you'll be surprised. So the thing is, most of most of the time, these people are not ready to buy. They want to have an idea. They want to have an insight. You see clients who are ready to buy, they won't go see you. It might
Yeah.
be up, it might be down, they might be okay. It will still go back to this very client. He when I was talking with him, because I like, there's something I bring down to it. I like to interrogate. Okay, why do you want to go for this kind of property? Why do you think, okay, why do you is it what there are several kind of investments, so why we got talking, because he was already he's already prepared on his own part. So he's just
Mm,
waiting to get the right products, which means it's prepared. So any client that goes to, is two things. It's either they don't have the money available at that time, they just want to have an insight. Okay,
yeah.
prepared. Okay, maybe when I'm ready by so time, they won't tell you. So if a client goes to, don't take it. I know it hurts, especially the ones you've put in so much effort. At least there's another one I went with for, we scheduled the inspection. I don't even know, the woman was just somehow she was all over the place, you know. Don't you These are the things you need to build a thick skin. When they go to you, you don't take it too personal. It will hurt you, which is fine, because you've done all you can. But let me
True.
tell you, any client that goes to you doesn't have the money to buy that property. So what you
Oh,
will do is, okay, sometimes you just message them randomly once in a while. Don't let it look as if you're hot and you are angry. You cannot be angry. You are the one. You both need each other. Okay, sir. If this is too
that's
expensive
true.
for you, if this is too expensive for you, we have something, okay, similar, okay, something of lesser, but you tell them the pros and the cons, what's involved in it. Okay,
Mhm.
that's why I need to sometimes ask them about their budget, because sometimes what they're looking for is either high or low or in between. So whatever you're putting out there, if it's too high for them, they will ghost you, because they don't want to let you know that I don't have money. you
Yeah,
know
that's true.
Yes, because sometimes when they even already seen your profile, they say, this one is a big woman, oh, this one is a big man. Oh. They don't want to bring down, they don't want they don't want to look as if their esteem. Sometimes you don't know what people are going to, so their esteem level is dealing with them. So, and which is not for you to treat. So once in a while, just check up on them. Okay, so have you gotten the property you're looking for? Were you able to find something that suits your budget? You know, just still message them. It doesn't take anything away from you. So
All
that's it.
right.
So if that yes, so thank you.
Thank you. I think I hope that helps. At least Cali properties. I hope actually that helps make you understand how this works. But also, if I may add, because on the
Okay.
market side, we tend to do a lot with progressive brands and everything. It's actually a
Okay.
numbers game. So I think there was a time we had somebody, the person had just one or two inquiries and just tapped out. So it was like, okay, this two would work. And when it didn't work, the person just felt like, oh, I failed in life. So it's a numbers game. Even when we talk to our clients, we tell you it's a numbers game. The more people you have, the more persons you actually sell, the more properties you
Yes.
sell. So as wonderful as we want to make this sale as soon as possible, you should know that the more we can get the right people in the pool, and that's why we have to talk about funnels. I think I'll tell you this later, definitely on this broadcast. I want to tell you, it should just make you understand how funnels and processes work, in the sense that you know that when someone comes in, Just because they don't buy, that doesn't mean they won't buy again.
Of
And how do you
course.
make sure you can do it in the sense that they actually buy at that point in time? It's something I'll be sharing right on this very broadcast. So once she signs out, please don't leave. I have like something to share in the next 2, 3, 5 minutes. It's gonna make you
Okay.
understand even how we did our part, because I think she has said most of how she did our part, the sales part and how she was able to talk to them and all those things. But um, if you don't even have these people in the first place, how do you do all those things? She said. But we'll talk about that right on this call. But for now, um, I like the fact that she had to put all this juice together about the trustworthiness thing. So it makes a lot of sense that they trust you too. So the fact that they have to trust you and know that this person is not just trying to make this money and leave me, because they know like you're a realtor and you're trying to just make money for yourself thereabout.
Mhm.
But if they figure out that you're just trying to take, you don't even care what they're going to get, you just run away. Um, it's definitely reduces your trust score. So I want to I believe she has been able to answer your question. I'm struggling to pronounce this name. I've tried, but definitely I believe it has answered how you handle rejections. And for rejections, it's a numbers game. I think there's a second question, which
Mhm.
is okay. I think you said I'm asking this because I've tried everything, running ads, using the sales objective and leads and all. I end up getting people that message me and all, but none of them has converted. This is more a marketing issue. So that's the thing. You have to know when it's an
Okay,
inquiring phase.
sorry, can I chip something in?
Please go ahead.
Okay, now, okay, so like sometimes the products you're putting out too matters. You need to understand how the market works. Okay, from January to towards June. Okay, because it comes in batches. Okay, towards end of the year like this, let me tell you the kind of property people are looking for houses to buy. So if you begin to market landed property to them, you will get, so when you're supposed to make like 10 sale, you get like one. When you're supposed to close like 20 sale, you get like two. Do you understand? They're looking for more of houses. They're looking for investments. So when it's like from January, February, and all of that, okay, okay, some that could not make it for that year will say, okay, I think I want to start early. Let me start buying landed property. So you begin to
Yeah.
push properties to them. So you need to understand. So if you're putting out what they are not ready for, the market has a trend. So that is another thing you should understand too. So I hope this helps. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ma. Yeah, as you said, market has a trend, so it's good to know what to sell part time. So you know when people are in the frame of mind. I think you were saying that beginning of the year, people are looking for more of investment and all those things. Definitely, it's something you understand in your space, but you should know when you should put more of an investment product, when you should look more for comfort and luxury product. Because people just want to buy the house and stay inside of it. Want to know when to put out an offer where it's about making money than
Mhm.
just trying to get comfortable and live a luxurious lifestyle. But at
Mhm.
this point in time, I want to say a big thank you to you, Mrs. Sholakunmi Raphael. We had to pull you out for this.
Okay, thank
Thank you
you.
so much for having to do this because we dragged you and we thank you for the fact that you obliged
Thank you.
despite
I'm glad I was able to
your
host.
busy schedule.
Yes, I was
The
glad. I'm glad I was able to share my experience with the house, and so if you don't look at what you need to spend, just if you really know you want to put, you don't need to start running after clients. The people this they I don't know how they do it in their agency, but I get to understand that I don't know how if they filter them themselves. It's the people that really needs what you're looking for, what you're selling, that are usually coming, not the unserious ones. So which is really fair enough. I've run ads where people from the north will be sending me nudes. These are agencies now, and my money is wasting. I've run ads where people will be calling me. In fact, a pastor will call me, and I want to buy 10 units. And at the end of the day, they start begging me for money. So, but which is not this on the this is the reverse is the case with the Kappa Click agency. So I don't really know how you people do it, but I can tell you that you people are really your best in the game. I can say. This is
Thank you,
no
Ma.
flatter. Yes, thank you so much. So,
Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for
all right, thank you. Well done,
letting me
sir.
say it.
Appreciate you for listening in. If this week's episode hit home, share it with a friend or your team. Don't keep the game to yourself. Drop a review, leave a comment, and let me know your biggest takeaway. Follow me at the Chris Ogechi, and as always, keep building, keep creating, and keep dominating.